Hello everyone, welcome back to FED Learning. Today we are going to build a website using the latest version of Bootstrap, that is 5.3. By definition, Bootstrap is a free and open source front-end development framework for the creation of websites and web applications. To get started, we will need a basic understanding of HTML and CSS. And don't worry, we won't be coding from scratch. We will be using pre-built code from the Bootstrap website. Because Bootstrap provides developers with a suite of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files that contains reusable page elements, styles, and interactions. This means that building a website is much faster using Bootstrap than designing and coding common UI element from scratch. Also, Bootstrap enables developers to build completely responsive websites. It can be considered the most powerful CSS framework for developing responsive and mobile-first application. So before we start, if you find this video helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Okay, so let's start building the website. For that, I have created one folder with name FED Learning Website, and the same folder I have opened inside Visual Studio Code Editor. And here I have installed the live server extension because I don't want to refresh my browser for every change. Okay, so first let's see what we are going to build. So we are building the same website like this using Bootstrap component like navbar, model, forms, cards, etc. So here you can see we are going to create the navbar as a header as well as footer, and we will create this beautiful carousel. And also here you can see two buttons, login and logout. On click of this login button, you can see the Bootstrap module. We can cancel that module as well as we can redirect to the playlist page once you enter the email ID or password like this. And also you can log out from this application, and on click of logout, it will redirect to the home page FED Learning. After that, we will create one about page. You can see here we will add the information about FED Learning channel. Next, the contact page. In this contact page, we will create one form using Bootstrap. And at last, in the playlist page, we will create one playlist using Bootstrap cards. Okay, so here I'll open the Bootstrap site, Bootstrap 5.3. Here you can see the 5.3 is the latest version of Bootstrap, and we will build the website with the help of Bootstrap component. Like we are going to use the navbar, card, carousel, model, etc. Okay, so I'll go inside Visual Studio Code, and here I'll create one file with name index.html. And here I'll add the sample code of Bootstrap. So for that you have to go inside introduction. You can also add the HTML code, and here you can add the CSS link for Bootstrap as well as the JavaScript link for Bootstrap. But I'll directly copy it from the site. Here you can see the CDN link for CSS and this CDN link for JavaScript. So I'll copy the same code and I paste it here. I'll change the name of title and I'll keep it FED Learning website. Okay, save the changes and I'll start this server. So here I'll click on go live and it will get automatically opened on the browser. So here is our sample website. So what we need to add first navbar. So I'll go inside Bootstrap site and here I'll search navbar inside component. Here is the navbar and I'll take any navbar from here. So I'll take the first one. So you can manually copy this code as well as you can click on this copy to clipboard. It will get copied and you can directly paste it here. So instead of this H1, I'll paste the navbar code. Here I'll change the background color to dark, and instead of navbar, I'll add FED Learning. It will redirect to the same page, that is index.html. And the next I want the about page, and about will redirect to the about.html. I'll create the page about.html, contact.html and playlist.html. I don't want drop down in my navbar, so I'll delete this as well. I don't want disabled atom, so I'll copy this li and I'll paste it for contact and playlist. Here I'll write contact and here I'll create the contact page for contact item. and here playlist, and it will redirect to the playlist.html page. Okay, this is not active, not active, and not active. Okay, save the changes, and here I'll create 3 more files for about page, about.html, another for contact.html, and the last is playlist.html. So save the changes and go to the browser. Here we will see, okay, I will change the color of this text is, I'll add the class Navba dark. So now the text color is white. Okay, now I don't want this search button. So instead of that, I'll add 2 buttons. Here button.btn primary into 2. I want 2 buttons. One is for login and one is for logout. Okay. So here you can change any color, like here you can see. So here I have added button primary, that is why it is in blue. If you want button in gray color, then you can add the class button secondary. If you want green, then you can add the class button success. If you want red, then you can add the class button danger. Similarly, you can add for warning, info, and dark. So I'll keep warning here for logout, and for login, we will keep the primary. Okay, so here on click of logout, I want to redirect it to index.html. I'll make this button as an anchor instead of button. Okay. First, we will complete the login and logout functionality. So for login, I need the model. So here you can see on click of login, you can see the model. Okay. So here I'll go inside model component and we will copy the code for the model. Okay, here I'll take this model, launch demo model. On click of this button, I want model. So I'll copy the same code and I'll paste it below logout. And here you can see we don't want button, but I want this data BS toggle and data BS target attribute. I'll copy this and I'll paste it inside login and I'll delete this button. Okay, because we have already added anchor as a button. And for this model, I'll change the title welcome to login. And here inside body, we will add one bootstrap form. So for that, I'll go inside form and I'll take one sample form. So here, okay, I'll take this first one and I'll paste it here and I'll do some modifications. I don't want this submit button. I don't want this check me out. Okay, for login, I want email ID and password. I don't want this line. So here I'll do some changes on this button. I'll add here cancel instead of close. Here I'll write login instead of save changes. Okay. Okay, I'll do Alt Shift F to format the page. And here you can see we have added the data BS target as an example model, and same we are providing as an ID to this model. So that is why once we click on this model, the respective ID model will get opened. Save the changes and go to the browser. Here now I'll click on a login. You can see our model is coming with cancel and login button, and we can close this on click of this cross button as well as on click of this cancel. But I want to shift this model vertically center. So for that, here you can see inside model, this is model component example. This is live demo, static backdrop, scrolling long content, vertically center. If you want the model vertically centered, then we have to add this class to that model. It is model dialog centered. So here I'll add the class model dialog center and save the changes. And here I'll click on login button. You can see now the model is in center. And one more thing, so once you click on a login button, we will redirect it to playlist page. So here I'll add playlist.html and I'll add anchor instead of button. Okay. Now save the changes and go to the browser. Here and write anything and click on a login. It will redirect to playlist.html page. Okay. So this is our navbar. So far we have added navbar and also we have completed login and logout button. Now I want to add the footer to this page. So for that, here I'll add one div. Inside that I'll add h2 with class text center and text primary. And inside that I'll add page name. Okay. And below I'll add the footer. For that I'll copy this navbar line and I'll paste it here. And here I'll delete this navbar dark. I'll add here one paragraph with class text center and text light, and inside that I'll add the year 2024 and the name of my channel is FED Learning. Okay, now save the changes and go to the browser. Okay, here I'll add margin instead of text center. I'll add here margin Y auto, margin X auto. Okay, it means adjust horizontally as well as vertically center. Now we have added the navbar as well as footer. So now what I will do, I'll copy the same code and paste it inside about, inside contact as well as inside playlist. Okay, with minor changes, because here if we are in playlist page, then this item will look like active item. Okay, so for that I'll add the class active. Similarly, I'll add active class for contact inside contact page, and also I'll add active class to the about page as well. Okay, save the changes and go to the browser. Here, once I click on about, you can see about is active. Once I click on a contact, contact is active, and once I click on a playlist, playlist is active. Now I'll go inside index.html again, and here in the demo site you can see inside this FED learning there is a carousel. So we will add carousel after this navbar. So for that I'll go inside Bootstrap website, and here we will copy the carousel example here. Here you can see the basic example of carousel, and next is indicator. You can see the indicator, and the next is indicator with captions. So first I'll take this indicator carousel, I'll copy this and I'll paste it instead of this page name. Okay, so now here I need to add the images inside this src. For images, you can visit the website unsplash.com. Here you can search image with name, like if I want computer image, I can write computer and hit enter. You can see the images related to computer. Okay, so here I'll take this image, I'll copy the image address and I'll paste it inside this src. So similarly, I'll take the another image. I want this image, copy image address and I'll paste inside another src, and I'll take one more image. So I'll take this one, copy image address and I'll paste it inside third src. Okay, now save the changes and go to the browser. Here I am inside playlist, so I'll click on FED learning. Here you can see this is first image, second image and third image. So here you can see the indicator is disturbing because of the image size. So I'll restrict the height for this carousel. So I'll add CSS for this carousel here. Style max height 550 pixel. Okay, save the changes, and here now you can see we are able to see the navbar, footer as well as carousel in one page. We don't need to scroll. Okay, so if you go inside this carousel, so here if you want to add the fade transition instead of slide, then we can add the class carousel fade to this carousel. So save the changes, and here you can see once I click on the next button, you can see the fade transition. So similarly, next we will see what we can do inside carousel. There is auto playing carousel. So for auto playing carousel, we need to add data bs ride equals to carousel. Okay, here we will add this attribute, and also what we can do, okay, we can add the interval as well. So this is also the nice feature. I'll copy this interval and I'll paste it inside our images. So here we need to add. I'll add it for 3 and you can see I'll add the interval. This is for 3 seconds and this is for 5 seconds and this is for 7 seconds. It means this carousel image will change the page after 3 seconds. This image will change after 5 seconds and this image will change after 7 seconds. Okay. Now you can see inside the browser 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is how we can add the interval to the carousel. Okay, so now we will move to the next page, that is about page. So inside about page, we will add one card and we will add the information about FED learning. Okay, so for that I'll copy the code for card. So here inside card component, we will choose the component with image and I want the horizontal card. Okay, so here, yeah, we will take this card so that we can add the image here and we will write the test here. So I'll copy this code and I'll paste it inside about page. So here I'll change the name to about us and after this we will add that card. Okay, so here I'll add the image. Now I'll copy the image from my website only. Copy image address because I have taken all this image from Unsplash website. You can see. Okay, and I'll copy the text front end development learning as a title. And for the text, I'll copy this text. Okay, I'll add one BR here. Also, I'll add one BR here. Okay. Alt Shift F, format the document, and I don't want this last updated 3 minutes. So I'll delete this, save the changes, and here, okay. Okay, I think here added the width, so I'll delete this width, save the changes. Now you can see here I'll add class container and I'll add margin Y 5 means margin vertically 5. Y-axis means vertical, x-axis means horizontal. And also here I'll add margin 5. Save the changes and now you can see we have added margin to this about as well as this card. Okay, also I'll add some padding here, padding 3 to this card. Okay, what is left? We need to add one button for more details. So here after this div, I'll add one anchor with class btn primary. This button name is more details. So on click of this more details button, I want to redirect it to my YouTube channel. So I'll copy the link of my YouTube channel and I'll paste it inside HREF. Okay, now save the changes and go to the browser. Okay, more details is not in blue because of spelling mistake. Yeah, primary. Okay, I'll cut this anchor and I'll paste after this paragraph. Save the changes and go to the browser. Yes. Now here you can see once you click on this more details page, it is redirecting to my YouTube channel. Details, DETAILS. Okay. So this is how we have completed the about page as well. Now we will move to contact page. So here we can see inside contact page, we need to add the bootstrap forms. So here I'll go again inside forms and I'll copy one sample form. Okay, I'll copy the same form and I'll paste it inside contact. So here I'll add below this page and the name of page is contact us. So here I'll add class container and here I'll add margin 5. So now I'll just do some minor changes inside this form. I want this submit, I don't want this check me out and I don't want this password as well. I don't want this, so I'll just delete this also, and I don't want a for as well. Okay, so here I'll edit with full name and the input type is text. Okay, so now I'll copy this div and paste it for 4 times. Okay, why? Because I want this for email address and the input type is email, and this div I want for mobile number and the input type is number, and this div I want for comments. And here I'll add text area instead of input, and I'll close this text area. Okay, now save the changes and go to the browser. Here on contact page you can see the form, but I want to reduce the width of this form, so I'll add width here, width 50. Now save the changes and you can see the form, and I'll add the class margin bottom 3 to this button as well, so that it looks good. Okay, so this is how we have created the form. So here you can write the logic on click of this submit button, or you can write the alert as well. Like you can add the message, thank you for submitting your data, we will contact you soon, like this. Now last we will see the playlist. Here inside playlist we can see the cards. So we will add the cards in our website now. So for cards, so I'll go inside cards, and here I'll choose the 3 cards in one row. We can choose this. So I'll copy this and I'll go inside playlist and I'll paste it after this page name. And our page name is playlist. Again I'll add margin 5. And now here we need to add the images inside src. So I'll copy the image address from here only and I'll paste it inside my code. Similarly for this image, copy image address, paste it inside my code, and for third card, I'll copy the third image address and I'll paste it inside third card. Okay. Similarly, we will change the title RxJS tutorial. Paste here, I'll paste and I'll rename it to Angular tutorial, and for third is Bootstrap tutorial. Similarly, I'll add the text for RxJS, for Angular, and for Bootstrap. Now save the changes and go to the browser. Inside FED Learning website, here you can see we have added 3 cards, but we don't want this last updated 3 minutes ago. So I'll delete this from all 3 cards. Save. And here you can see inside demo, once you click on this card, it will redirect you to the RxJS tutorial. So we will do the same. Here I'll take one anchor and I'll close this anchor after image. I'll format the document. Okay. And here I'll copy the link and I'll paste it here. This link is for RxJS. So similarly, I'll take the link for Angular tutorial. So here also we need to add one anchor. And inside href, I'll paste the link of my Angular tutorial YouTube video. And last, Bootstrap tutorial. Okay. Here I'll add one more anchor. I'll close this anchor after image. Okay, now save the changes and go to the browser. Here inside FED Learning website, you can see once I click on this RxJS tutorial, it will redirect to the RxJS in one video. So similarly, if we click on a Okay, Angular tutorial is not working. We will see what happened. Here anchor we need to delete. Okay, save. Now you can see once we click on Angular tutorial, it will redirect Angular 18 tutorial. And similarly for Bootstrap, once we click on a Bootstrap, it will redirect to the Bootstrap 5 installation steps. So here you can see we have added 3 cards in one row. So similarly, we can add as many cards as we want. So for example, here you can see I'll copy this card group and I'll paste it 2 times. Okay. So here you can see the 3 card groups I have added, and save the changes and go to the browser. You can see the playlist. Here I'll add the margin Y3. Similarly for this group as well, margin Y3. Now you can see the space between 2 rows. So this is how we have created the playlist for our website. So now you can see the on click of login, the model is going to open. On click of cancel button, it is going to cancel. On click of logout, it will redirect to the FED learning. On click of about, it is going to open the about page. Similarly for contact and playlist. Now we will see, is this website responsive or not? I'll inspect this page. Okay, so here I'll click on about page, and here you can see the content is going down if we reduce the width of this website. And also you can see once I click on a login button, you can see the model is in center. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video informative. If you are interested in learning more about Bootstrap, be sure to check out my in-depth video, Complete Bootstrap in one video. In that, I have covered all the components of Bootstrap. Thank you. Bye-bye.